Welcome to Two Trees. So about a week ago, Doug and I went to the local beach.
That's right.
Yeah. And we ran into this guy who, I don't know what it was, like he seemed really confident at first.
He was up front.
We're down here at Zuma Beach, having a great time.
But he just seemed to be really scared
of waves. Not the water so much, but frightened of the waves.
Yeah. Just gently intimidated by like little
things.
Currents.
Yeah.
And you can see, it was cool to see like the rest of the people at the beach kind of swarm around him, encourage him, push him forward, really root him on.
Yeah, coming around him as a community.
It's kind of like a dunking Dan.
A dunking Dan.
Yeah, dunking Dan. So this week we wanted to take the time to thank another one of our many members
of our producing staff.
Yeah.
We wanted to give a shout out to our writer Ray.
Now Ray is part of our writing staff. He helps puts jokes together, skits together.
Alright, so direction of the next episode. Now, I'm thinking at this point now you've got to establish base with the audience. You got to do something to draw them, okay? Something that's interesting. People won't get too mad if you do something out of the ordinary, right?
You know, well, I think that us doing the same thing over and over again makes things really funny. Because then they know what to expect.
Right. You're a writer. Like, the metaphor of a dead horse, we want to be beating that.
Doug and I like looked to him, like we respect him a ton.
We want to make sure the audience had people to connect to on the female side also. It's a little male heavy right now.
Awesome ideas. He knows how to prompt as well.
Doctor Who, everyone watches it.
Yeah, right. I read a blog.
You know that bit with the British telephone booth? What if we do like American phone booth instead?
That's good, but I got a better idea. What if we do a scene in a hallway where Kyle and I stand in front of a camera and then start talking to each other?
You guys are talking in this though.
Good.
More of that. Often the essence of a lot of our ideas.
So this one is really good. So Kyle has this purity ring, but he keeps it on his toe.
Yes, I'm aware.
What if, Doug, you accidentally vacuumed it up?
I like that, but what if we just hit each other with pies in the face?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. That's a good idea. So maybe...
Guys, hold
on. We get all sorts of pies. Pumpkin. Apple. Grape.
He's really the glue of the team.
Yeah. Funnel cake.
Cheesecake.
Vanilla.
The band cake.
Gumballs.
Candy cake.
Marshmallow.
Skittle cake. On the show, all about different sorts of cake.
Pineapple upside down cake.
Thank you, writer Ray.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's pretty good. What's going on?
Yeah.
Right. So now Doug and I wanted to take this opportunity to get real with you guys. We want to share with you publicly what our greatest fear is, because the only way to get over your greatest fear
is to avoid it.
Now we all know that there are mythological creatures that exist in our everyday existence.
Griffins, cassowaries,
Bigfoot, Sasquatch,
Yeti,
Nessie,
Jurassic Park.
We're not concerned about these individual creatures. There is a plague happening in our world right now.
A 13th plague, if you will.
Dust bunnies.
As soon as you use a sucking tube to eradicate them, you turn around and there's 50 more behind you.
They are causing allergies to ravage your nasal system.
They are starving your pets by preventing them from eating what you haven't picked up. They are collecting small bits of change that you didn't even know existed.
Now we realize that this is a fear that you live with on a daily, if not hourly, if not minutely basis.
In conjunction with the rising threat of dust bunnies, which is constantly rising, Kyle and I have formed a non-profit coalition called Bad Buns, Buddies Against Dust Bunnies.
If you'd like to join, there's just a 30-page interview process online,
as well as a $20 fee.
And this is the KMJS at the hour with a public safety announcement. Bernie the Backstabber is on the attack again. If you fit any of these descriptions, beware. White males in their mid-20s with brown hair, 5'11", and an average weight of 150 pounds on a good day. Remember, he only stabs his victims in the back. If you fit any of these descriptions...
also famous for being one of Egypt's oldest burial grounds, earning it the nickname City of the Dead. It was here in 1891 that French and ancient tomb discovered women, an official flying this. What if it were true? Did ancient aliens really help to shape our history? And if so, what if there were clues left behind?
End of the wings, and those wings
Hey,
mowed down.
Davis, how's it going?
It's going good. What are you up to?
I was watching a little documentary. It's really
what
good.
about?
It's about how aliens basically came here like thousands of years ago and told us what to do. Yeah, you should watch it. Yeah, come on, come sit.
And so there is the idea they are not representing birds.
And finally recognize that all of this stuff was built as a message for us to see that our past is way different than what we're being taught in school.
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna go to bed.
All right.
That was big stuff.
All right. Good night.
I just wish we could all get along like we used to in middle school. I wish that I could bake a cake made out of rainbows and smiles and we'd all be happy.
She doesn't even go here.
Do you even go to this school?
So last week we had the results of our fan art competition, which frankly got kind of ruined by two people
who will remain named Chevy and Domingo.
What Doug and I didn't realize is we made the assumption that they had sent in all of the pictures,
including the wolf nose.
However, after further digging around, we realized that some of the art sent in was actually sent in by some children. They make them about a third of our audience.
Yeah, and as a way of alleviating and ameliorating this issue, anyone who participated in the art competition and entered a legitimate art, we would like to offer them a complimentary glitter sponge.
It's a sponge that cleans up glitter in any situation.
Coming off of this sort of a scandal, we need to do a better job in putting our first foot forward.
This past week we went through an interview process to find a PR manager. And I think the interviews went fairly well.
We would like someone of your nature and of your stature and of your qualifications to represent us.
Wait, this is a Greenpeace initiative, right?
No.
It did. We interviewed a variety of qualified candidates.
Mitosis. Wow. I think he's overqualified. He's too good.
A lot of them had a lot of potential.
What makes you feel qualified for this job?
What is this?
Really competent.
Yeah. Do you have a resume?
I'm so sorry.
We felt really blessed.
I'm sorry.
And after all this time, we pretty much agreed right off the bat who our best candidate was.
Yeah.
And it was our Uber driver, Zealous Zale.
What's your vision for PR for Two Trees?
Well, my vision's actually 2020.
Great initiative.
What do you think our target audience is?
Well, your fans, obviously.
Good verbiage.
That's a real snakeskin.
That is. I figured all the other applicants would be snakes, and you don't want to hire them. Actually,
Look at that.
I went to
okay.
you and I drew a bird because birds eat snakes.
Excellent tact.
I think it's pretty clear. You're the guy.
Woo!
You get the job.
Woo!
You get the
Yeah,
job.
go team!
Yeah, go team!
Woo!
We're excited to bring him on, and let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, Zealous
Thank you,
Zale.
Zealous Zale.
This episode is brought to you by Wipes. So here on Two Trees, we wanted to give our male listeners the opportunity to be masculine, to form bastions of masculinity in today's modern culture. But these might be things like something's broken in the house, and you want to be able to fix it, but you can't. Instead of admitting defeat and calling a plumber or some sort of specialist, i.e. someone to do your job as a man. Therefore, this week we want you to do your best to not ask for any directions, any clues, or consult anyone of any kind.
No.
Simply take the problem, Google it, and fix it.
Now, Doug, what kind of coffee do you drink?
Well, I would normally think about I drink black coffee.
Manliness. Real men, they don't want to taste good things. Does beer taste good?
No.
But as a man,
you need to drink it.
What would you say would be another bastion?
Now, the barbecue is a special way for you to assert your masculinity.
Because let's be honest, if nobody knows that you're a man, then you're not a man.
Right. Your manliness is based upon other people's opinions of you. So, you're standing around at a barbecue, and the host of the party is, grilling up the birds. You are obligated to assert your manliness by going over there and subtly observing what he does and making clicks or other disparaging noises underneath your breath to show him that you're the one that knows how to grill the meat and not him.
Now, if you're somebody who actually doesn't know anything about grilling, it doesn't matter. You suck it up and you fake like you know what you're talking about.
You don't need to get into anything specific. Subtle, disparaging noises. We need to warn you. There will be other men doing this too. Instead of directly trying to compete with them, mirror their movements so that you're all focusing on the one guy barbecuing. Eventually, if he's emasculated enough, he might hand you the barbecue tongs and then it becomes your job to grill the meat. Now, we're at a very crucial point here. Just because you don't know how to cook meat doesn't mean that you're dead in the water. At this point, it becomes your job to create as much flames as necessary in order to impress the other men standing around you. Man, fire, meat, 4th of July barbecue.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Two Trees.